can always judge a company by the quality of its enemies. Hey, that's a great piece of investment advice from Oscar Wilde. We own Allergan for my travel trust. You can follow along by joining the ActionAlertsPlus.com club. And while Allergan struggled with a number of problems, there's one that I keep coming back to: potential competition from a little development stage biotech company called Revance. If Allergan is your rival, you're doing something right. Revance has been targeting Allergan's biggest franchise, Botox, working on their own injectable and topical therapies based on botulism. But don't freak out, that's what it's based on. The company's lead drug candidate is currently in phase 3 trials as an aesthetic treatment for frown lines, but it's also being studied for a kind of involuntary neck contractions and a type of heel pain. The great thing about Botox is that it has so many uses. It helps with pain and muscle spasms, also give you smooth, wrinkle-free skin. Well, Revance is going after those markets too. The advantage of their drug is that it's longer acting than Botox. You only need injections every 6 months rather than every 3 or 4. And in addition to their proprietary formula, the company is also developing a generic biosimilar version of Botox in partnership with Mylan. So far, the data has been pretty good, hence why the stocks rallied 75% last year. In the last few months, though, Revance has been trading sideways, consolidating its gains. I think this is one of those situations where there could be a lot more upside if this lead drug gets approved. So let's check in with Dan Brown. He's the co-founder, president, and CEO of Revance Therapeutics. Learn more about his company and where its prospects are going. Mr. Brown, welcome to Mad Money. Good to have you on the show, sir.
Have a pleasure.
Have a seat.
Thank you very much.
All right, so, sir, tell me about this competitor, where it is and how long before it comes to the market, you think?
So with RT002, we've reported on the phase 3 data.
Right.
We'll report the open label safety data the second half of this year, and we'll file the BLA. And
the English, come on, man.
The BLA is the biologic license application. Okay. And we'll have that approved in early 2020.
Okay, so Botox is one of the biggest selling drugs of all time. It's used for a lot of things, used for migraines. You heard some of those uses. Would yours be the same?
So we have great respect for what Allergan has achieved, not only on the aesthetic, but on the therapeutic as well. So RT002, its mechanism for longer duration will apply in both, and you should expect us to sort of move in the therapeutic applications, much like we've done in facial aesthetics.
Okay, so I need to know, when you compare your longer-acting toxin to Botox, is it double the dose, as some critics say, so it may not be an apples-to-apples comparison?
So we don't believe it's a double the dose. When you look at the dosing, each unit of Botox is different from a unit of Revance versus a unit of any other the commercially available toxins. So from our perspective, there's something unique about the toxin with the peptide that's giving these longer duration.
Okay. Now, I was looking at this piece of research that just came out by Barclays. It says Mission Impossible. If push comes to shove, we'd probably stop short of calling it Mission Impossible. This is the biosimilar that you'll be developing with Mylan. I don't know. I mean, that's a kind of aggressive claim, isn't it? It's Mission Impossible. Are you doing well with it?
So look, I think we feel very good about what we've invested here on the neuromodulator technology. Okay. The RT002 is distinctly different than a biosimilar. RT002 has the active pharmaceutical indents, botulinum toxin, and it has the peptide. In the case of the biosimilar, this is a same base material but separate products. So we'll be filing for approval in 2020. Where we're at in the biosimilar is to be determined. We're going to meet with the agency. Mylan will meet with the agency later this year, but it will be it's a preclinical compound, so it's down the road.
All right. So let's go back to the first one you mentioned. Just tell, how long typically would it be? I mean, would this be on the market in 2021, maybe?
The biosimilar product?
No, the other one.
I think on RT002 for frown lines, we're expecting that will be on the market in 2020.
Really?
So we'll be filing with the FDA in Europe shortly thereafter next year, and so you can use 9 months to a year of review time at the regulatory agencies.
All right. So Botox is a very expensive drug. Are you able to get as big a profit margin as Allergan? Can you come underneath them in price?
So look, this has been a passion for Revance for 15 years. We've invested all the way back to the same starting cell lines. Everything is made in the United States, from starting drug active pharmaceutical index to finished drug product. So we think with scale, we'll have the same margins as the existing commercially market leader in the Botox brand.
And are you a good enough balance sheet to be able to go through to 2020?
Well, look, I don't think you're ever as funded in biotech as much as you want to be, but I think at this point, we're very well capitalized. We see a number of catalysts that, as we go forward, depending on whether we partner, whether we don't partner, that we'll be able to raise the capital we need to launch this product.
So this would be, just to be sure, twice a year. for people with frown lines, is what your goal is.
Frown lines, the data supports that we've presented is 6-month duration. This has been really from the best, most largest volume users in North America, and that's what the data is looking at on a median basis, 6-month duration. That's right.
This is a cash purchase, right? When you buy Botox, the government doesn't cover for, at least when it comes to frown lines.
That's right. No, it's self-pay on the aesthetics.
Well, all right, because I like that. I don't want to be beholden to this U.S. government anymore. Okay, that's Dan Brown, co-founder, president, and CEO of Revance Therapeutics. This one's taken the world by storm. 2020, they're talking. Stick with Cramer. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.